We were all here a year ago for many different reasons. But one of the unifying reasons was we were scared. We were scared of who was going to enter the White House. A year has gone by, and he has corroborated every one of our fears. And we cannot whitewash this anymore. We have a racist in the White House. We have a sexist in the White House. We have a pathological liar in the White House. And he is tearing away at the fabric of our democracy. And when we all came together last time, we had the power. And it's the women. The women have given us the power. And the women continue to give us the power. We've seen it.
Incredibly fiery words there from Rob Reiner. You know his movies, director, producer, actor there, speaking out in Los Angeles as part of so many recognizable faces who've come up on that stage and certainly not held back, including Rob Reiner. We've got my panel with me for these last couple of minutes on my watch. And just Paris Denard, just turning to you, just responding. We've chatted about this before, but I mean, the language he used about the man you admire, I want you to respond.
Rob Reiner?
Rob Reiner.
Yeah, I will say this. The one thing that Rob Reiner and the rest of the marchers out there are not protesting or not speaking out against with regards to the first year of the Trump administration is the economy. Nothing to protest against the strong economy that we have. Can't protest against the jobs and unemployment and the statistics for women. Can't protest against the number of women in the cabinet and senior staffs around the White House and administration. So these are positive things that they're not focused on.
I understand you're jumping on the positive, and you are correct to do so. But there is so much more in a president than how great those economy numbers are, how great the Dow is doing on any given day. I mean, yes, he called him a racist, and obviously I know you don't agree with that. But just look at the plethora of examples that demonstrate perhaps this president's character, and how do you stand up for that?
I stand up for it by looking at the president's actions. I stand up for it by looking at what the president is actually doing, what his cabinet is doing, what HUD is doing, what the administration is doing, addressing the issues that are particularly of importance to my community. I've not seen or heard one thing that the president has said in this course of the year, in going back to the campaign, that has been racist towards African Americans.
Both sides, post-Charlottesville, all of that.
I think that when you look back at
whole countries, allegedly.
Emphasis on allegedly, and then you look back on Charlottesville, I think the president has, he denounced hatred, violence, and bigotry on both sides, and he also called out the KKK and all those other disgusting groups over 5 times. And that goes back, he did that before the campaign. He did that back in 2015, I believe. And so the president, in my opinion, has been steadfast in his denouncing of these hate groups and in his support of trying to find ways to bring the black unemployment down and support our community.